These are the overnight pictures into us. They've been out all night clearing the streets in and around Toronto, but it's still a snowy, slippery Monday morning commute for drivers in the GTA, as it's known, the Greater Toronto Area. The OPP reporting hundreds of accidents on the road, but don't let me tell you what they're reporting because we're going to hear it from the OPP, it and himself. Sergeant Kerry Schmidt is out, joining me through FaceTime so we can get a real perspective on what's happening at 8:22 local time. Good morning, Sergeant Schmidt.
Good morning.
Listen, busy day for you, isn't it?
Well, it started last night. It was crazy busy all last night already. We had about 500 crashes in the GTA alone from 6 p.m. last night until midnight, and they kept coming through the overnight hours. Over 150 crashes in the overnight hours till now, and that doesn't even include all the vehicles that lost control and just got stuck in the ditch or got stuck in a snowbank. So it's been really busy. 650
since it started in the early evening. That's a lot of accidents. How serious? I mean, are we talking minor fender benders, or are we looking at some serious consequences here?
Well, most of them were minor. In the GTA, they were mostly minor collisions. There were some multi-car crashes, some minor injuries. The highways were closed on the 400 for several hours yesterday evening for quite a few hours, and we had some jackknife transport trucks and a few more significant collisions, but fortunately, no serious injuries or fatalities in the GTA, although that's not the case for the rest of the province.
Okay, that is good news. Yeah, we've been showing that picture, that chain reaction pile up on the 400 that sent 9 people to hospital last night, and we'll be talking about that again. You have something in your vehicle. I don't know if we can call it the Sergeant Cam. I'm not sure, but actually we can see what you see. Turn that around for me, Sergeant, if you would, so we can get a view of the conditions at this very moment. Isn't that the coolest thing? Okay, so how would you describe things out on the road? Where are you, number one?
So I'm 401 between Highway 400 and Keele Street right now. The roads are pretty much bare and wet. I came across the 401 through Mississauga, and it was a lot different over there. There was a lot more snow and slush on the roads, and the ramps are still absolutely covered in snow and slush and ice. The shoulders are, for the most part, covered in snow, and if you all of a sudden drift off onto an area with snow cover, it's very easy for your vehicle to get pulled into that slush and for a driver to lose control and go into the guardrail.
Yeah, we can see that so clearly there. What about Sanders, Salters, plows? Have they been out to your satisfaction?
Yeah, do you know what? I was down at some of the salt yards yesterday. They were loading up their trucks all night long. I was following behind some of the echelons of the operations that were going along the 401, and yeah, they were out there, but the snow continued to fall, and they're doing their best. They have their routes, and they're trying to keep up with the snow, and then we're dealing with traffic volumes now as well, which slows down the entire operation as well.
We can see just how busy the morning commute is. All right, if you would turn your camera around so I can get to see your face again one more time, because I'm going to ask for Sergeant Schmidt's advice for commuters today. I mean, we're thinking that we're into spring and maybe we're a little lackadaisical about all of this. What's your OPP advice for drivers right now?
Boy, oh boy. Well, this is the day you want to give yourself that extra time. I just spoke to a driver about an hour ago. He'd been sitting stuck in a snowbank for a couple hours because he put on his summer tires on last week. I'm sure he regrets that. So give yourself lots of space behind the vehicle in front of you so you have time to stop in case traffic slows down. And when you're looking down the road, don't just look at that bumper in front of you. Look beyond that vehicle to see what traffic patterns are doing, if they're changing, and be prepared. Have your full attention on driving. Don't be in a rush. Don't be stressed. No heavy braking, no aggressive steering, and just take your time.
Really very important advice this morning. Thank you so much, Sergeant Schmidt. I appreciate it on your busy morning. You're giving us a few minutes of your time.